Happy New Year, everyone. What's your New Year's resolution? Or you won't have one for this year? Well, whether you do or not, when you want to relax, just turn on your TV and watch Senior Moments. Let that be your New Year's resolution. Senior Moments covers events and activities at senior centers in the Ann Arbor, Ypsilanti area, such as the Ann Arbor Senior Center, Turner Senior Resource Center, the Pittsfield Senior Center, and the Ann Arbor Community Center. Also, the show provides valuable information for senior citizens on such issues as health, wealth, finance, and entertainment. Senior Moments is a monthly show. It premieres on the last Sunday of the month at 5 p.m. and it reruns 10 times a week on CTN Channel 16. Please check our website, a2gov.org/CTN, for the playback schedule. Also, you can watch the show on YouTube. Please log on to youtube.com/CTN Ann Arbor to view current and archive shows. For some people, New Year's Day may be just another day, but I hope yours isn't. And I hope you spend at least some of it watching Senior Moments. Have a happy day. Welcome to Senior Moments. I'm your host, Linda Brayman. A new year has begun. And to start the year, our guests are Kim McIntire, Recreation Manager of Pittsfield Senior Center, and Stacie Jackson, Recreation Specialist, Adult Seniors at Pittsfield Center again. Welcome, ladies. It is so good to have you both here.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, let's begin. Kim, welcome back to Senior Moments. It's always a pleasure to have you here and catch up on what's happening at the Pittsfield Senior Center. I guess the latest news is that you have a new staff member.
Yes, and it's so exciting to have her here.
Oh, great. So let's go to Stacie Jackson right now. Now, Stacie, this is your first time here, and I'm sure it won't be your last. We want to hear all about you, what you will be doing for Pittsfield Senior Center, and how you ended up with senior as the position you have. And to start you off, I'm going to ask a simple question. Are you a native of Ann Arbor or from some other place?
100% Ann Arborite. Grew up and raised most of all of my life here in Ann Arbor. I now have a senior at Huron who has also growing up in Ann Arbor as well. Love this town and would only leave if I had to go somewhere where I'm in retirement. I started this position in September after working 30 years in the printing and imaging industry. So I worked with a company that worked a lot with the University of Michigan and spent 8 years of time when as my son's been growing up in the PTO world at Mitchell and Scarlett and Huron. So in those experiences, I learned how to manage events and manage people and come up with programming and doing different ways to do things to try to raise money or raise awareness or raise participation. And so after 30 years of 1.0, I was looking for Stacie 2.0 and found this position on the website. And Kim and I happened to have kids that went to the same schools. So I talked to her about, what this might look like. And she knows my management style and how I was with those PTO boards and said, absolutely, you should apply because you've got the same skill set. It's just now instead of being elementary school, we're on the other side of the spectrum, which I'm getting close to that side as well.
You're not only on the other side, you are to the far, what would you say, the far right of it or the far left of it?
Yeah.
You're on top. You're on the very top. You're with the old group now. Oh, that's wonderful. Now, Stacie, tell us, what does a recreation specialist for adult seniors do? You've told us what you've done before. Is it pretty much the same thing then? Or tell us what you're doing right now even.
Yeah, so the first month I kind of got my feet wet trying to understand what the programming looks like now, what it kind of looked like before COVID, and trying to mesh the two and understand. This place was a beloved place for a long time for a lot of people, and I get that feedback almost every day, starting to see some of those people coming back into the facility. So, my job is trying to maximize that calendar to get as many different new activities and that we can and try some new things, get some old instructors back, just try to like put everything to the wall and let's see what sticks. And if it doesn't, let's try something new. So we're doing a lot of new, our focus really is like socialization, exercise, and enrichment. And so I'm trying to fit all those pieces into a very large Google Doc of time to see how we can put in as much activity as we can here to as many broad audiences as we have.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. I used to love going to the Pittsfield Senior Center. It's always been just a wonderful place. People were so friendly and you felt like it was family.
Yeah.
Now, before we get into I'm going to ask you about some of the classes and trips you have going on. I want to go back to Kim and find out where the Pittsfield Senior Center is located and also get some contact information. Kim, can you enlighten us?
Yes, we are located at 701 West Ellsworth Road on the corner of State and Ellsworth, near the roundabout.
And yes, your number, you have a phone
number?
number?
Cell phone number is 734-822-2120.
All right. Now, viewers, don't worry if you didn't get that. We'll repeat it at the end. I want you to know where this place is because it is absolutely marvelous and you really need to go. Kim, we should find out now, I think, about the status of the post-COVID. Are you phasing things back in? Do you still have some COVID safety measures you're using, or is everything back to pre-COVID?
Well, as you know, COVID is still around, so we still have protocols in place. We are following the CDC guidelines as well as the Washtenaw County guidelines. And it is basically recommended that you wear a mask when you come into the building.
All right. It's good to be cautious, especially with the people that you are dealing with. And I'm one of those kinds of people, so I appreciate that very much. Well, Stacie, tell us specifically some of the classes that you have lined up. And I certainly hope you've included line dancing.
Lots of line dancing, indeed. Yep. 3 different days. We've got different levels of line dancing, depending on how you feel about your skill level. So there was those. We just talked to a square dancing instructor the other day to see if we can get that back and coming. We've got 4 different Tai Chi classes through our WCC partnership. So various balance, health, the standard Tai Chi, continuing Tai Chi, some art classes, a new watercolor class, also through a partnership with WCC, and a lot of just trying to do some enrichment. So we're dealing with, Alzheimer's Association and Eastern, some local nonprofits to come in and talk to the seniors about things that interest them. So whether it's health related or finance related or Medicare, those kinds of things, we're trying to figure out who we need to talk to get those professionals in our building to answer questions.
That is absolutely fantastic. Now, as I was looking over your site, I noticed that you have all kinds of crafts going on. I know that as we reach this age, we kind of love to just sit and do our crochet, knit, crafts. We just love that sort of thing. And I also saw something that kind of surprised me, and it's called archery. Wow. You know what? I had a difficult time shooting when I was young without stinging my arm with the string. I could sure use some lessons myself. What made you decide to offer archery? It's brilliant.
Well, my coworker, Jen, is our naturalist and worked really hard to get a grant through the state, I believe. So we have all this equipment and we put up an indoor screen so that we could do this not only indoors in the winter, but outdoors, it can be a year-round program that she's running. And so she's targeting to all different groups. But one we thought was important is doing the seniors while we've got everything set up for inside the building. So really looking forward to that. We actually get to play with the equipment, I think, this week after we got everything all straightened out, to do some team building and understand what it is to actually do the archery a little bit. So that's exciting.
I am excited for you and for anyone who gets to take it. That is awesome. Now, I really liked the book club. I think it was chosen. So is the book chosen based on what would be of interest to seniors, or is it done in another way? Just give us a little insight into how this works.
I'm going to give that one to Kim, because I actually haven't delved too much into it, other than I just learned what the book was and met with the group last week finally. So I haven't had an opportunity, and Kim's got more experience with that.
All right, Kim.
So this group has been going on for probably over 7 or 8 years.
Wow.
They have a full list of all the books that they read throughout the month. And basically it's just each person kind of designates themselves as the person who's in charge of the book, and they choose the book, and they kind of go around the circle to decide whose turn it is to choose the book. And then they let us know, and we put it in the newsletter, and hopefully we get more people to participate with the book. I myself listen to audiobooks, and I participate in the discussion because I enjoy it. I love reading while listening now.
That is absolutely wonderful. So what is the name of the book that they're doing right now?
It is, and I'm actually listening to it right now.
Oh
Gosh, The Sense of Octopus. It's a story about octopus. And
the soul of an octopus.
The what?
The soul of an octopus.
The soul of the octopus. And it's actually a pretty interesting book. It just talks about how octopus, it's not octopi, it's octopus. Just how they all have different personalities. So far, it's pretty good. But I keep thinking of Finding Nemo when I listen to the book.
Oh wow! What a great book! I mean, I'm just amazed. Archery, The Soul of an Octopus. These are just tremendous. Now I'm going to go back to Stacie. And Stacie, tell us any trips you have planned for this year. Anything exotic or romantic?
Well, I'm going to give this one back to Kim as well, because of the knowledge she's got in it. We do have feelers lined up to do a tulip day trip over to Holland in May when it's peak tulip season, and a mystery trip coming in June. And then in April, we have, hopefully, we will be going to the Lion King at the Stranahan in Toledo. We just need to make sure we have enough participation to make that go, but it's all set to be on April 20th. So that's, people have been very excited to see that.
Yes. Yes. And I have never known a trip to be canceled because there weren't enough. I have known that there were waiting lists. That is always very popular from when I was there.
Yeah, COVID's changed a little bit. People get a little bit nervous about getting on a bus, and I mean, some love it and some, yeah. But Kim has more experience with the other side of the longer trips that you're talking about.
Okay, Kim, you want to add to that?
So the extended trips that Stacie's referring to is through our travel group. They're called Pittsfield Seniors, Inc. And they've been trying a little bit at a time. They've gone to Philadelphia. They've just got back from New York to see the Rockettes. They now are, pardon me?
I said fun.
Yes. So they are also going to try going to see Washington, D.C. And then they have some Colette trips that are the canyons, and they have another one that I think is in May. But they're trying. Not too many people are signing up, unfortunately, but we're just going to keep trying.
Oh, that is amazing to hear the Rockettes name. When I was in college, probably it was in 1968 or 69, we went to New York and saw the Rockettes. And they're still there. I mean, I know it's not the same people, but they've been there for a long time when we went to see them. And that's just incredible. Now, Kim, what is the center doing to draw people in?
Well, we have our newsletter. It goes out. We have a constant contact that we're starting to use. We do mass email, and that is how we're trying to draw people in addition to, we just sent out a brochure. We haven't sent out a brochure in 2 years. So, and that goes to Pittsfield Township residents as well as the surrounding areas. And I think we've got some new people that have shown some interest, definitely in the archery class, like you're talking about.
I am so jealous of everybody in Michigan right now. Oh, what does membership cost?
Well, for Pittsfield Township members, it is $5. For non-residents of Pittsfield Township, it is $10, and everyone is welcome. And then if you want to go on the travel, the extended travel group, it is $5 membership for the year. Both of them are for the year, January through December.
Now, can you participate if you're not a member and just pay a class fee?
Most definitely.
Good. Now, once again, I want you to give us the location and contact number. And then if there's anything else you want us to know, feel free to tell us.
We are located at 701 West Ellsworth Road on the corner, southwest corner of State and Ellsworth, right near the roundabout. You can go through Airport Drive and go around Costco and come our way, so you don't have to go to the roundabout. Our telephone number is 734-822-2120.
Is there anything else we should know about anything?
You can go to our website and you can see the newsletter that we give out every month. We are going to be doing January, February together just to save on paper and printing. But you can go to our website to see the activities that we have, the newsletter that we have, and how to register for our programs, because we do want people to register so we can contact you and let you know if a class, whether it be weather or if a class is full, we can let you know. So we do want everybody to register for our programs.
That's great. Is the fire station still next door?
They sure are.
There's a landmark. I always looked for it. Now, Stacie, your turn. Is there anything else you would like us to know?
I mean, I think we've pretty much summed it up. I mean, we're really excited to try to get some new faces and some faces everybody's seen before. A lot of them I've not seen before, but it's great to meet everybody new. We just had a 90-year-old that came in the other day for her free membership and to sign up for a class because she hasn't been in since COVID. So those are the kinds of stories we love hearing about, and we love meeting all the people that want to come in and just do something different and get out of the house. So we welcome the chance to do whatever we can for you, Gold Service.
It sounds like you're doing an excellent job, both of you. And I want to thank you both for your time and the information.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us on.
And viewers, thank you all for watching. Just remember what Stanislaw Jerzy Lek said: youth is the gift of nature, but age is a work of art. You are that work. You are a treasure. See you next time. Thank you for joining us on Senior Moments. I hope you enjoyed the show. I'm Linda Brayman, and I hope your new year is a fruitful one.